Hi, my name is Kayla, and this is my introductory video on the magical life of an educator, which the kind of is, we'll get to there. Magical beginnings. So, growing up, I had started in a Head Start program where there were not that many kids. So, there was kind of individual one on one time with our educators. And I think that really did influence me. And while I did go to public school up until around the 10th grade, I moved over to a cyber high school where I did kind of resume the individual one on one time, where if I was having any issues or had any questions, I was able to come to my teacher directly during office hours and they were able to help with you individually on one-on-one. And there were some classes where if you did well enough, you did not have to participate in live classes for an entire month. So I really believe in the individual one-on-one time with students and how you get to know how they learn and how they operate versus the all for one and one for all kind of method. For my undergrad, I started out in the SCAT program for educational studies. The reason why I did do this is because there was no program for teaching certification for anything above early childhood education, and that's not exactly what I wanted to go for. So I'm really doing this all sort of backwards, and I'll get into it a little bit more. But I did my undergrad in educational studies. I did 2 internships. One was with the ASU America Reads program, where I featured um, the tutors of the program and how they were motivated in order to be highlighted in some of our posts. And then in a second internship, I had created an orientation video for our Student Accessibility and Inclusive Learning Center here at ASU. It gets a little bit deeper into how having to receive accommodations and services while also being broad and posing for more questions. So, right now for my grad school program, I'm currently enrolled in 2 programs. One I'm currently in, which is the literacy education program. And then my next one that I'll start in around 2027 is the secondary education with teaching certification. So that's why I'm like kind of doing it backwards, because the way that life has fallen for me, it's easier to do it kind of in reverse. So this is where the kind of also sets in, because I have just also um, been hired as a substitute teaching through Kelly Education Services. I haven't been able to properly pick up any substitute teaching jobs since it is so recent, but this is where the kind of comes into effect, where I am not exactly teaching certified, but I am a certified substitute teacher as of this month. So as you can see here, my inspo for wanting to be a literacy educator, or at least an literacy specialist, is the heavy influence on reading. I have been reading since a very early age, and my book collection, while it is not exactly the same as it was when I started collecting in middle school, there is still a lot that I carry from on that. And I want more people to be in love with the idea and practice of reading like I am. So some of my likes, as you can see here, I have a photo here of when I went to Arizona for my graduation ceremony. This was at the Phoenix Zoo, which was ultimately really pretty, even for a drowsy day. I like to bake those things up there are seasoned potatoes. They're actually cinnamon apple slices, funny enough. Um, I also really like baseball. My family is a baseball family. I think it's a very Pennsylvania thing to either be a baseball, football, or hockey household. And now when it's just my grandmother, mother, sister, and I were very much so baseball fans, more so than football. I also really like anime, K-pop, and movies. I used to go to the movie theater like every other week. No matter if I liked the movie or not, my friends and I just went there because it was a little hangout spot. I also, again with the traveling, I also really like to go to um, theme parks. Cedar Point is somewhere where we try to go to every single year. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but Cedar Point is definitely a thing that my family and I like to do. And then most recently, we also really also like to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that's also in Ohio. So these are just some of my likes, and thank you for watching.